Alright, hello. I don't think I changed my titles. Luckily, it is all good already. Amazing. Let me just switch over my screen, get this all set up. I might need to turn down the music slightly as well. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Doing some more shiny hunting, but of course we are going to be having to shiny hunt the only ones that we need for the shiny decks, or to upgrade it in a significant way. So as you'll be able to see on the right hand side, either we have to get a shiny Bunnelby or a shiny Pidgey. Anything else is a fail, and we cannot leave Wild Zone 1 until we have done so. We have already caught a shiny Mareep, and we have already caught a shiny Scatterbug. However, both of them aren't in a high enough tier. So we have to continue hunting for Pidgey or Bunnelby, and that is pretty much the premise. So I will be doing this from Wild Zone 1 all the way through to Wild Zone 20. Each single one will have a tier list, and I will be ranking them dependent on how they benefit the decks, of course. And from there, we can decide what we need to move on and what will keep us behind, effectively. That's the general idea anyway. But first we actually have to get out of Wild Zone 1. Unfortunately, it's proving a little bit more difficult at the moment. And yeah, not going so great, but it is what it is. I'm working out where to put my microphone. Is that better? Is that... I don't know if that's too loud with the music. I think I might go slightly quieter with the music. Put us there. And then maybe slightly quieter for me. Oh god, it's so hard to tell. One day I'll find a perfect setting for my volume and and then go with it from there. Alright. So yeah, we do need Bunnelby and we do need Pidgey. Anything else, unfortunately, will not get us out of here. And I want to move on. I'd quite like to try the 6 alpha Pokemon method in Wild Zone 20. I don't know if people have seen it yet. I mean, it's been, I think, one of the main talks in the shiny community at the moment is that you are able to basically remove where spawners are. And it's best done in Wild Zone 20, where you can get up to 6 total Pokemon that can appear under, well, in the tower, under the tower. And yeah, I'd very much like to try it because there's plenty of alphas I would love to get there. And it's the sort of thing that I'm half debating doing for my 700th shiny. Because I think that'd be quite cool. But my only thought is that it still could be pretty bad. Like, we could still get something that's not that good. And it is effectively then breaking away from this challenge. So, you know, it's not really too important having, you know, the 700th shiny be a specific one. The first 400 weren't, you know, only 500 and 600 specifically were. And it's just, you know, luck of the draw, timing really. So, well, I don't know, we'll see how this goes, because, as I said, we've only had 2 shinies in here so far. And, you know, this isn't exactly the the fastest hunt, considering we're having to run through. So, we'll see how it goes. Wild Zone 2, I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet either, because I don't know if Staryu spawns in range of the entrance, so I don't know if I'm going to have to run through and reset again. I just don't know if does Staryu aggro if you walk past it? I know Binacle does. I don't know if Staryu does. So maybe I don't know. We'll work it out. But yeah, either of those shinies, you know, and I said it's annoying because ideally we want to get Bunnelby here, because Pidgey I may end up just coming across in the kind of open world anyway. Like, that wouldn't be a surprise. So it'd be nicer to get Bunnelby, but and we do need a Bunnelby. We don't actually need a Pidgey. We need its evolutions, which we could end up catching later anyway. This, you know, may become a redundant hunt. This, but for now, if it is an upgrade, we're going to be going for it, and we've just got to kind of hope that it works out really. It's like doing the thing, not really. Let me turn it off. See what happens. That's a bit too dark, isn't it? Things if I go 2... Oh, it's better. It's brighter for me, though. I really, really need to invest in a key light. I think we'll be good from then. Dun, 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 dun. It'd be really nice to get that Bumblebee today. You know, I think specific hunting is probably a bad idea at this point in the game, because there's so many shinies I could just get from that I need from kind of just generally respawning in an area. You know, if I have nothing in Wild Zone 20, you know, it would seem silly to hunt for one Pokemon near the gate, or one Pokemon only first. You know, elsewhere, when you might as well just generally hunt, because the odds are, you know, you will get a new shiny if you don't have anything. So it's kind of good to kind of just randomly hunt first, and then that narrows it down, and you can kind of go from there and go, okay, I actually need a Pichu or a Mareep or whatever. But yeah, so doing it this way is maybe not as great, because as I said, we could easily come across a Bunnelby or a Pidgey later on, which, you know, makes more sense for maybe me to start in Wild Zone 20. I am sort of, I could just flip it around. You know, we haven't actually caught anything here yet, so I could potentially just go the other way around. But then, admittedly, it's probably going to be harder as we go down. You know, we go from Wild Zone 20 all the way down here. You know, I don't know. I'm undecided. I mean, I know I'll get to Wild Zone 20 and have some left, so I think it just makes sense in terms of the challenge. Maybe not logically for shiny hunting, but, you know, it is what it is. It'd be nice to get some shinies at all, to be honest. So we have had 2 so far, and Scatterbugs are alright, I suppose, but it would be nice to get others. Elia Harris, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so fingers crossed we come across one of them soon, but you know, I'm not exactly hopeful. Come on, Bunnelby. Out for Scatterbug. There's just so many here that could be shiny, and that we could end up just getting that just don't count, and it's just, yeah, I think that's very frustrating. So that's sort of the nature of this, I think. Just wish I didn't have to climb here every time to double check I'm in range. Because I just don't know when they spawn. That's my main issue. No Bunnelby again. Lots of alphas though. No shiny alpha Pidgey. Or a Pidgey here. I think there'll probably be a bit more kind of I was gonna say oomph, but I mean excitement around just kind of getting one of these, because it means I get out of here and I can do a different hunt. And that adds to just getting the shiny, so yeah, there is that, but yeah, for now you just have to wait. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about with starting from Wild Zone 20, is that I'm a lot more likely to get something that is beneficial to me, but then as we go down it's going to get harder and harder, especially if we just get really, like, typically bad ones. You know, ones that are only available in Wild Zone 20, like Goodra, for example. Goomy and Sliggoo can't be caught in Wild Zones. I'm not even sure if Sliggoo can be caught at all. So that would be, like, the best one to get there if I started from the end. But, you know, if I were to get, I don't know, I can't think of an example. Say I needed a third Ghastly and I got Gengar, then I'd be like, oh, well, I don't need that now, and that one rules that out of Wild Zone 4. So in Wild Zone 4, off the top of my head, Spinarak and Ariados are completely out. Patrat's out. Ghastly's out. What's left apart from Honedge, which is the only one I can think of that I'm gonna need? Oh, that one's going to really suck, trying to hunt that. I swear there's something else there. Ekans. But I have 2 Ekans to get Arbok. So... Oh, wow, that's going to be really bad. I suppose with Wild Zone 4, we can just reset out the gate. So there is that. But we're not likely as likely to to get a shiny just because... Or at least one we need just because of the... You know, the fact that it's... there's only one. And it doesn't spawn that often either. It's like the least spawning one there is. Luckily with some of the earlier ones, there's nothing that can overlap with a lot of the later ones. Oh, some of the other earlier ones, sorry. Because I mean, if I were to go from 20, it will eliminate, because I mean Pidgey's only here because I need Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. If I were to do, I mean, I'm not sure there are wild zones with Pidgeotto and Pidgeot in. Definitely not Pidgeot, they're found on roofs. But say there were, and we got them, then that would eliminate Pidgey from this. And we may end up getting to this wild zone and not needing, you know, any of the shiny effectively. Because we might find Bunnelby elsewhere. I don't know if it is elsewhere. But, you know, you understand my point. Whereas from here, if we get the Pidgey, then we can only really go up and improve it rather than preventing us from hunting something else. That's the main thing. So yeah, that's sort of the main idea anyway. Nope, nothing there. Another Alpha Scatterbug. I mean, there's a part of me that's tempted just to check these 2 Bunnelbys. Because this takes so much longer going up here. But we have a chance of an Alpha Shiny Pidgey, which I think is cool. I don't know if it's time cost effective. Like, I don't know if it's the good idea. Who spotted us? Is that a Pidgey? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea. Because I could do... But, I mean, we're going to get spotted anyway. It's going to be a bit difficult to get out, so I wouldn't probably be able to fast travel out of here. I don't know, maybe. If we get to, like, here... I could just do that. I might try this for a bit because we gotta see. Bunnelby is the one I would prefer, so I think this is probably worth trying. It feels faster anyway. Now we can try and get the one I actually want. So we do not need the others. Yeah, I think this might be the shout just because it's so much faster. And we're going to get a lot more encounters. And considering I've got 20 wild zones to do this in, you know, we could be here a while if I keep running all the way up to the roof. Just for a couple extra checks, which we can, you know, do pretty quickly here. Yeah, I think we're going to do this from now on. We tried for Pidgey, at least a little bit. And as I said, the Bunnelby is way more important. We can catch Pidgeotto and Pidgeot later. And considering they're both found in the wild, I think I probably will end up hunting a Pidgeot because, as you know, I say this all the time, and you know, but it's one of my main things is just catching a shiny without having to evolve it, you know, and it's a new shiny. It's just so cool. And this game has offered, you know, with alphas available, and you know, a lot of kind of cool Pokemon just around. There's so many opportunities to catch final stage Pokemon as shinies, and I think that's really cool. And I would very much like to catch, you know, a Pidgeot rather than another Pidgey. So that's the idea anyway. I mean, I think it was Pidgeotto. I did see a shiny Pidgeotto in Let's Go when I was hunting for shiny Charizard. And whether I would have gone for it or not, I don't know, because I didn't actually see it. I just happened to I think I saw it after I went into the building. Like, I saw the sparkles as I went in, and then I recorded it, and then I was noticed that yeah, it was a shiny, and I'd messed up. So yeah, why don't we check it whilst we've come over here? Yeah, so that wasn't great, but as I said, luxury rules are better. Region, I suppose, would have gone over there. But, you know, it's not too bad. We'll get some in this game for sure. They're very available. I don't actually know what the total number is in terms of what number we could potentially reach in the Shiny Living Dex of what's missing in this game. Off the top of my head, if I had to guess, I'd say we're breaching the 750 mark. It might be a lot more. I'm sort of curious now. Hold on, let's do this reset. I'm going to have a look in the Pokedex and have a quick kind of check around of who I think we don't have shiny. So I know we're missing... got all of you guys. We're missing Diggersby and Bunnelby. We're missing Pidgeotto and Pidgeot, that's 4. I've got 2 Patrats, so that doesn't count now. Binacle, Staryu, Pancham, Trubbish, Garboda. This is what I'm estimating, by the way. I'm not 100% sure. And this is, again, in terms of not necessarily that specific Pokemon, just their whole line. Venipede, Scolipede. Oh, wait, hold on. That's 11. Honedge, Doublade, Aegislash takes us to 14. The Monkeys take us to 20. Electrike, 21. Manectric, 22. I think I have all these guys. Yeah, Merlin, what's up? This is my cat. Hey, buddy. These guys, that's 26. I think I may be missing one of these guys to make 27. This whole line is 30. 31, 32. Absol's 33. 34. 35. 36. 37, 38 for 2 Squirtles. 39, 40, 41, 42. Well, it might have actually been really close. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm confident. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. I must have 2 shiny. I don't think I do, you know. 48, 49, 50, 51. I don't think I have any of these guys. Which would make 54, 55, 56. I mean, that's pretty much there. That is 753. Which is pretty much what I said, just break the 50 mark. Do you want to jump up here, Merlin? I don't know what you want. Do you want me to lift you up? Or are you coming up here? Go on then, jump up there and you can climb on my lap. So yeah, it is take us to about 750. Which, all in all, doesn't feel like a lot when it feels like there's so many Pokemon in this game. But we will get more on the DLC, which we can shiny hunt. I'm not entirely sure. There might be 1 or 2 there that I do have or don't have that I said opposite for. But it is around the 750 mark, which is cool. But that's getting everything. You know, that's including 5 of the 5 fossils who, I'll be honest, I'd be surprised if I get them. I'm probably more likely to hunt them in Sword and Shield, to be honest. Who else does it include? That's a pain. I suppose just quite a few that can only be hunted in certain areas, and the fact that I will definitely be hunting for certain Pokemon through, you know, the stages. Come on then. Come on, look, it's here. There we go. We have a wild cat now on me. You helping me shiny hunt Bumblebee? You're good at catching things. He caught a squirrel the other day. He's like 15. He's meant to be old. And he caught a squirrel. In like 40 minutes of being outside. I let him out like early in the morning. And I think 45 minutes, an hour later, there's a squirrel in the kitchen. So, I don't quite know how he's done it. You're very talented for an old man, aren't you? Come on, Bumblebee. I know you want to be shiny. Doesn't it, Merlin? You can catch the rabbit. Well, he never has, but he definitely could. You know, there's a part of me that one day wants to try and get a perfect, in my eyes, shiny of every Pokemon. But one, there's so many that you physically can't. You know, and, you know, the easiest example is Rampardos. You know, I love Rampardos, but I cannot catch it in its state. The only place you can currently catch it as a Rampardos, it can't be caught in a Luxury Ball, so it can't be the perfect shiny, as it were. And, you know, Pokemon like Arceus, who, when I do eventually get shiny, I've sort of decided I will catch it in a Master Ball. You know, there's things like that. I suppose that would, you know, perfect in my eyes. Just in that I want it to be in a Master Ball, I suppose. But, yeah, there's plenty that can't be. And it also would mean re-hunting so much. And in, like, older games, I'd have to go back to, you know, at least right now, I'd have to go back to Gen 5 games, get the shiny charm there, just so I didn't feel like I was just doing, you know, this stuff endlessly, and then hunt for so many Pokemon there. Because, I mean, on the Switch now, we've got, in terms of region, if I were to count, you know, for original regions vibes, we'd have the Gen 1, Gen 4, Gen 6, Gen 8 and Gen 9, which means 2, 3, 5 and 7. I'd have to go, you know, do DS hunting. And 7's fine. 7, I think USUM's probably good. But then to go back to Black and White, oh god. there is a part of me that really would love to do it. But that's the sort of thing I'd only ever do if I could do something like this full time. Because it's just such a crazy task. And, you know, I'm not, oh my god, I really want to do this sort of thing. It would just be cool. And I don't have the time for things that would just be cool with how many other interests and things I want to do there are. So, yeah, it's not the most achievable goal in the world. But maybe it's something I'll do one day, who knows. See how long I do, you know, Pokemon streams for, I suppose. Hopefully many more years. That's my plan anyway. I always enjoy doing this. And hopefully I can be consistent with YouTube as well. Did a lot more of the video today. I've now done the script pretty much all the way up to just after the post game, so basically a majority of it's done. The remaining stuff is a few extra kind of story things, the last few missions, clearing up a few more bits, the Infinite Z Royale stuff, and then really just catching every alpha, and that's kind of it, which doesn't take long to talk about because I'm not going to show that. It will just be more of a compilation sort of thing. So in terms of actually compiling and creating what I'm going to do, it's mainly there, but I still have to edit a few things in, cut every clip smoothly. It's kind of just the right ones in the right places at the moment, and then I also have to record the voiceover, and then maybe from there I can put it out, but we'll have to wait and see. Where are you going, Merlin? Do you want to go back there? I'll lift you if you want. Oh, okay, no, you can jump. Okay. You can now see him a bit more clearly, I suppose, which is nice. Maybe I should have put the shiny images. It was much easier to copy all the individual ones, to be fair, just because I got it from Cerebi and just clicked on Wild Zone images and it puts all of the normal ones together. But I suppose I could have, so at least we know what we're looking for. But I certainly do. So, and I also just wanted a rank to have it up in case people wanted to use it for Wild Zone things. I don't know. So there's that as well. Oh, double alpha Scatterberg. Don't see that very often. Yeah, this definitely feels better, I think, in terms of what we're hunting and amount of resets. Oh, alpha Scatterberg again. But yeah, for those who don't know, shiny Bunnelby is a lot more kind of like Bugs Bunny colours. So the brown goes on the ears and it becomes more like a greyish, lighter greyish pink. I think is, I mean, it's still fully lighter grey. I don't know, it's a white outline or something on its ears. It's definitely, it just becomes like less brown. I think just most of the brown gets replaced with like a grey, so that it looks a bit more like a real rabbit rather than a ground rabbit, I guess, because that's sort of the idea of Bunnelby. But we are yet to see it. We will keep searching. I need to work out to put my camera so that I can get my LEDs in view. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what it's going to look like when they're up there. So I have them up there at the moment. But for some reason, the connection into the socket just doesn't work. So we got refunded and ordered a new one. And then you just kept one, but I don't know if we're going to be taking down the old ones or going over it, because it's definitely going to pull off a bit of my wall, especially the wallpapered wall, which is not ideal. So yeah, I don't know what the plan is, and because hopefully it just looks fine over it. You can't tell, but I assume you wouldn't be able to tell because, oh yeah, no, why would it matter? Because there's nothing underneath. So in that corner there. The current one goes over it just in that corner to be able to run up the wall in one line. And when it first did it, it looked a bit odd. But once the one on top was actually working, or at least working for a little bit, it looked fine. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Yeah, so it becomes like a more traditional grey. Oh, the pink in its ears actually become a bit orange. But yeah, all the brown gets replaced with white. Yeah, it's actually dark grey. I don't know why I was thinking it was lighter. Yeah, it's more different than I realised. Okay, Diggers B, it looks a bit lighter on, I think. Oh my god, it gets red eyes as well. Oh my god, it's like Killer Rabbit. Jeez. It's kind of scary. Thought it looked a bit different. Guess not. Can we use this in here? No, because there's no one there. Did anyone else not use the taxis like at all? I only discovered really late on that you can actually use them. Like, why would you ever... Oh, actually, are they able to do it before you actually go to a place? You can get a shortcut to somewhere you haven't been, like the nearest Pokemon Center. Oh, it's probably used for that purpose, isn't it? Well, a bit late now. Shiny Alpha Bunnelby would be cool. Especially as that's the first Alpha you actually see in this game. Nope, still no Bunnelby. Still no Bunnelby. Once we do this, I can do a couple battles on a pocket and open up some packs. Well done, do badly in the new set. I mean, I did very well in the limited set that just ran. I got both of the... I got the interactive Pikachu quite early, and I got both the full art shinies, which was nice. The Pikachu's better just because you can't trade for it, whereas the shinies you now can. I couldn't initially, but unfortunately I didn't get the gold rare candy, which would have been nice A friend of mine managed to get 2 gold rare candies, which I'm extremely jealous of, because that's a card I use a lot. So they're the sort of ones that I want to be getting, you know, up to that level. But you know, I'm still not going to complain. And then in my 10 pack for Mega Rising, although I didn't really get anything else, I did get. Oh, I didn't get anything else. I did get the interactive Mega Blaziken. So again, I'm happy to trade out all of my any other pulls, you know, not even EXs, just to get a card that you can't actually trade for. That's fine by me. It's not Bunnelby, is it? No, I saw brown. It just looked darker. I guess it's in shade. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Be nice. I've actually created all these tier lists to, you know, to actually use another one. We are literally sitting here right now having just the one. I did not think we'd be stuck on this first wild zone for so long, even with so few shinies to show up. I don't know. I figured we'd get it quicker, but I suppose the real, you know, quickness, as it were, of shiny hunting in this game is the resetting of the zones constantly, which we're not doing. And I just don't know if that spawns in or not. That's where I'm concerned. Yeah, fingers crossed. We've already got a shiny Scatterbug, the one on the right. So maybe that means that one is less likely to be shiny. Or I can assume it is like that anyway. No, I need to skip this one. There we go. Yeah, I just want something at this point. I want to move on to Wild Zone 2. I suppose we could, our 700th shiny could end up just being way further than Wild Zone 3, because I could get loads of Pokemon that's just a stage improvement, which would be funny. I don't think it will be, considering we're only just hunting for Bunnelby here, but yeah, in fact, yeah, because both Binacle and Staryu are both brand new ones. So, oh, Alpha, not shiny though. I don't think anything, again, because they're all lower zones, there's not much that I can catch that benefits me outside of Alpha. I only just don't have it. Because I mean, here Pidgey can evolve, but Wild Zone 2 I've already got all the evolutions, just none of the baby, or 2 of the babies. And then in Wild Zone 3 I've got everything but Pancham, you know, all their evolutions as well. You know, Litleo and Pyro weren't hard to get in Scarlet and Violet or in this game. Esper and Meowstic I hunted for in Scarlet and Violet on the beach in the Blueberry Academy. I can't remember if I got Meowstic. I think Meowstic was there as well. I think you could get Esper and Meowstic to appear. Why am I still getting followed? But who else is there? Pikachu I definitely have. Same with Raichu, which I did catch an actual wild Raichu. And then who else is in Wild Zone 3? Flabébé. Oh, and we've already, you know, I already had a Florges, and we've already got like 7 shiny Flabébés, so definitely don't need another one. I did only need 1, so I could have been fine, but yeah, oh well. I will almost definitely do the door method as well. Just I won't leave it on auto, I will do it myself. Because 1, you know, it's overpowered, but 2, it's the actual closest one to respawning Pancham, who's again the only shiny we can get from that wild zone. I do hope that we can get at least 1 from everyone. The ones I am most worried about are the early ones, just because, you know, they're only in their current stage sort of vibes. The early stages. And I just might have caught them before, so I've got a hope here, really. I said Wild Zone 4, all I can think of is Honedge. Wild Zone 5, which one's Wild Zone 5? That's where it starts to get a bit fuzzy. I think one of 6, 7, or 8 is the Sandile Krokorok one, which Krokorok fits. What are the ones before that? See, I think that's Wild Zone 8. So what on earth is Wild Zone 6, 5, 6, and 7? Is it one of the water ones? No, that's 10, the one I'm thinking of. 10 is the Sharpedo one. 12 is the snow one. I'm just going to run over here. Oh, shiny, what? Oh, Weedle! Go away. Oh, bugger. Well, it comes back. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't even think you were in range. Oh, for a second I just assumed that I'd missed my... Oh, it's still there as well. Yeah, it's not the one I wanted, though. So I've now resorted to doing just Bunnelby, because I think it's way quicker and we're getting a lot more resets. So I'm seeing the 2 Bunnelbys and then resetting. But that's it, that's the first shiny of today, and it's another one we already have. Very annoying. Mind you, I did need it before this game came out, but I got one when I was resetting at Wild Zone 4 for the monkeys, which didn't work. So yeah, that's very annoying. Thank God I didn't get Honedge, though, because that's the only one I need from Wild Zone 4 now. So, yeah, we're going to have to get that sometime, which is going to be fun. Oh, shiny Bagon, nice. I can't remember if I have any of that line. I feel like I don't. I feel like they were in... Oh, maybe... Actually, maybe they're in... Are they in Violet? I feel like they might be in Violet, and I didn't find them, but then when I got Violet, I did. I don't know. Let's have a little look. Because I counted earlier to sort of where I'll get up in my shiny living dex if I catch every single shiny I need in this game. And I guessed around 750. And when I counted in the Pokedex, I got to 753. But there might be some I've forgotten or, you know, not got, sort of, etc. And I counted Bagon in that whole line. Bagon, Shelgon. Yeah, I have. I must have 3 Bagons from something. I cannot remember what they're from. Oh, I have Shelgon correct stage. Can you hunt Bagon and Shelgon in Scarlet and Violet? You must be able to then, yeah. Well, in fact, that would take us to exactly 750 then. Assuming I've got everything else right. Which probably I haven't, but that's crazy. And I said it includes the fossils, which I'm unlikely going to be hunting in this game. When, it must have been... I do not remember getting a shiny Shelgon. Shiny Shelgon. I really wish I... Whenever I uploaded all my old Scarlet Violet videos to the VODs channel, I just put in like the description or something saying which shinies I got so I could remember when I look back. Ah, nice. Yeah, I've decided, so for like Wild Zone 3, because I only need Pancham, I will be going through the door. I'm just going to do it myself, hold it, rather than, you know, do it automatically and go away or something. You know, it barely makes a difference, but you know, it's the only one I need, and that's the reset place for it, so... isn't Pancham a rare spawn as well? I feel like it is, right? Because I don't always see it. Which means these first few zones are going to be by far the hardest trying to get these for. Especially just with so many Pokemon in the later zones. I'm like, oh, I've got this whole line, but all as the babies. Of course I can catch a wild shiny Arbok, or a Watchog, or whatever. Because, you know, I've never been able to hunt some of those before. So yeah, these first ones are actually going to be the worst. 3 now. Because I haven't streamed the last, was it 2 days? I haven't, Sunday and Saturday. I did so much of this, the video today, which I'm so gassed about, because I would like to sort of release it this week. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it is just the Mareep, then the Scatterbug, and then Weedle just now. And that's it. And we've already been doing this for 40 minutes. And I reckon about maybe 20 minutes in I switched to doing just Bunnelby. I don't know. But yeah, that's just whilst we're here. I think overall, obviously we've got the static shiny Mareep. Is that it? I might not actually have had anything else in here. Let me have a look. That's the static one. These are all later wild zones. I'm pretty sure these guys are different wild zones or in the wild. So I think this might have all been around wild zone 4. I mean, these guys certainly are. Yeah, I think these. It's just these 3. Had nothing else. So Scatterbug was good, really. But the other 2 I wanted, or I've needed, were the other guys. And so Weedle I needed just before today. I didn't need it now, unfortunately. As I said, it's going to be harder. I'd like to do some of the shiny hunting with the 6 alphas in Wild Zone 20. That looks really fun. But oh my god, so many alphas again. Let's go to the top. I want to see if that's enough. I still don't know the exact numbers. So I would like to find out to see what's rare, because that's three alphas of a total, I think, either 14 or 12 Pokemon, I can't remember. Which I think is generally quite unlikely, so, you know. It's interesting, but not what I want. Bunnelby is what we need here. It's just a shame there's not like one Pidgey flying around down here, instead of a Fletchling. Make this at least a little bit easier. What on earth is this? Mystery dungeon. Every now and then it plays a random song from a spin-off title that sounds in my head like a Dragon Quest song. It certainly doesn't sound like a Pokemon mainline song, so it's always weird when I hear it. Okay, every time we get spotted, I'm just going to go up the ladder, because it doesn't add much more, and then that's an extra 3 resets. Or 3 checks, anyway. Doesn't look like anything, though. We're still getting chased as well. Oh, dear. There we go. But yeah, I want to move on. I want to do more tier lists. Especially for the later ones, like... This isn't as exciting. Like, so many of these Pokemon I could just find accidentally whilst hunting for something else. I want to be getting the Alpha Sharpedos, the Alpha Arbok, the Alpha Watchhogs. I mean, that's all Wild Zone 10, but you know what I mean. I want to see some exciting final stage Pokemon shinies, not Bunnelby or Pidgey. Man. It's just surprising me how long it's taking, to be honest. I've just been unlucky with which ones have shined? Shone? Shined feels correct in terms of how Pokemon are shiny, but shone is the correct usage. I don't know. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I just want shiny Bunnelby. And my LEDs to work properly. Because they only half work. Those ones all up there don't work, so I can't have the sort of lighting above me, at least not right now. Until I get it fixed. Yeah, I know Shone is the grammatically correct one, but in terms of just Pokemon being shiny, shined feels correct for just that lore sort of thing. Like it could be the past tense of to shine in when it's in terms of being shiny. That's when it feels correct only. Oh, I think this music doesn't help as well. It feels like we're in the end credits, or like someone's telling some like important emotional news or something in a game, or in Mystery Dungeon, I suppose. Probably play those at some point. If only I could shiny hunt as well as I speak sometimes. That would be nice. Yes, did you see that? That Bunnelby like appeared, disappeared. Like, I think because that's when it's not respawning. It's just you don't see it because you're outside the wild zone. And I hate that. I wish I could kind of tell a bit better, because then I could probably just reset this gate over and over and not have to run the whole way through. And I think the time to do that twice is a lot quicker than running all the way up here once. Especially considering I can get spotted and we have to keep going. But again, I just don't know for sure, and I don't really want to risk it. Yeah, see, I'm still spotted. There we go. Oh dear. I mean, I suppose at least it means I can focus a bit more on the main video, because I can't put this out until I get all of the shinies. So, yeah, there is that, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I've said I've been streaming pretty much every night because I'm going to be doing this anyway. So I think it's kind of, you know, I'd hope it isn't too slow. Especially said because I want to just do, I don't know, I really want to just reset in Wild Zone 20 because there's so much I can get in there that's going to be new. And that's sort of like, I don't know, I guess more exciting. Just because there's so many different things it could be. Whereas here we are, it's Bunnelby and that's it. Bunnelby and Bunnelby only. So, you know, it's not as exciting. And just the fact as well that it's the unpredictability of Wild Zone 20. Of what could appear in the middle. There's so many options. Who knows what the shiny's going to be. May even be another shiny Dragshai. That would be nuts. I'm still in range of that Fletch thing. Like, considering my last shinies, I'm just going for whatever. Yeah, I know. I sort of wish I was as well. But no, here I am hunting for this stupid rabbit. Damn it. I said, a lot of these will probably get made redundant later if I catch ones where I just need you know, Pidgey's replacing Pidgeotto and then I get Pidgeotto later sort of thing. I don't know how long it goes on for. I was trying to think of the wild zones going through without looking on my screen. Like, the first 4 I can think of very well. Because 1's 1. 2 is, you know, is the first water one. 3 is obviously, you know, known for its shiny hunting easiness. And then 4 is the ghost, you know, the cemetery. I have no idea what Wild Zone 5 is. I cannot think for the life of me. I remember 8 is the Camerupt one, I think. 10 is Sharpedo. 12 is the snowy one. 13 is one of the ghost ones. Is it the Pumpkaboo one or the Trevenant one? I don't know. So hard to remember as you go on. 19 is the Eevee Kangaskhan one. Obviously 20 is 20. 18 I think might be the Pumpkaboo Gorgeist one. One of them, the Trevenant, oh I don't know. Maybe that's the Trevenant one. Or it's Trevenant 17. So they all become too similar. 11 is the Gyarados Clawitza one. That one I know for sure. Just because it's got quite a unique look. And is the Construction one 12 or 14? I don't remember. Oh, 17 is the Diggersby Chespin Litleo Pyro one. That's for sure. 9 is the sort of scaffolding one with Sableye, Abra. Which one's Salamence and Lopunny? I think that one's 18. Which will make the other one 17. I'm going to have a look now. So 1, as we know, 2, as we know, 3, 4, and then which one is 5? Where is it? Oh, 5 is this one. Sort of open-ended bit that you can go around to find the Alpha Whirlipede. Gotcha. 6 is... Oh, that's the Houndoom. 5 and 6 are really similar to me. It's the Alpha Binacle one. I remember that now. 7. Oh yeah, of course, I got a shiny. This is the one with the Fletchinder on top. 8, as I said, is the Camerupt Gibble Sandar one. 9 is the Abracadabra one. Cadabra, there you go. 10 is Sharpedo. 11, I mentioned as well, is the Gyarados Clawitza one. 12 is construction. I think 14 is construction. Yeah, 14 is construction. Which makes 12. The snowing one, of course. I mentioned that before. 13. What is 13 the Gorgeist one? Okay, no, 13 is the Trevenant one. This is the Gorgeist one then. Oh no, that's no. I said this. Lopunny's that one. So which one's Gorgeist? 17? That's the Eevee Kangaskhan. Oh no, 17 is the Chespin one. I said this as well. So it must be 16. Ah, this one. Okay, that one. That's the one with the Froakie on the pole. Does that make the Gorgeist one 15 then? Oh god, I never would have said that. There was something in the very back of my mind off of the video, but I don't think I would have thought of that. I just kept forgetting which ones I'd already assigned. Oh dear. Just give me some shinies, please. Or shiny Bumblebees, that is. And then Staryu/Binacle. Preferably Staryu. Because Binacle I think we can get later, whereas Staryu I'm not sure we can. At least not in a wild zone. Don't think so anyway. You said Binacle is in 6. I'm gonna spend like 4 hours wild zone at this, right? Okay, let's do some pocket battles. Wait, has my phone run out? Oh, it charged. Oh bugger. Oh, it's turned. I think it's turned off when it's not that low, which for some reason does sometimes. Come on, Barnaby. I need you to be shiny, mate. Oh no, it was actually though. Damn. Oh dear, I can't believe we got that Weedle. So I mean, I'm not even checking if it spawns in, and I'm sure there'll be some instances where I've got close enough and it hasn't spawned in. Or stay far away. It's just typical. Of course, of course. The one next to it that I'm not trying for, forget it's even there, is the one that spawns shiny. Oh dear. This is a weird thing about Dynamax Adventures, right? Is that there are definitely some Pokemon that I need only the babies or the beginning stage, because I've got the evolutions in Dynamax. Like obviously we got the Dragonite, but I have Dragonair but not Dratini, because I got shiny Dragonair in Dynamax Adventures, and obviously the shiny Alpha Dragonite here. So there's definitely a few I'm going to try and pick up because of scenarios like that. Not tons. I mean, there's still some missing, and I'm sure they'll appear in the DLC. I mean, I'll be shocked if we don't see either Nidoking or Nidoqueen in the DLC. I'd be interested to see. Imagine they would get both the same Mega. I feel like that's a possibility, right? They make one Nido Mega, Nido them, Nido Monarch. There you go. That's not specified. And then they both get the same Mega, but that would be a bit weird, to be fair. Or maybe it's just different versions. Or maybe they're both the same Pokemon, but different forms. Nido they tight, yeah. Nido Monarch would be such a funny, stupid, ridiculous name if they ever did that. Nidark. No, it has to be Nido. Nidomon. It could just be Nidomon. Because then that's a Pokemon. And it's short for Monarch. I don't know what I'm doing. But it's just one of the last remaining Gen 1 lines, or 2 lines I suppose, that aren't, what's it called? That haven't had any sort of addition or gimmick in future generations, which most Gen 1 have now. I mean, a few got more. Well, no, plenty have had more. Obviously, all the popular ones, but there are some that already had stuff. They got more anyway. Oh, God. Oh, nothing there again. Nothing there at all. Come on, Barnaby, I've been hunting you for an hour. And I guess I know this isn't the quickest. But even then, you'd hope. So at least with the future ones, there'll be more that we can take and we can accept. So, you know, of the 3 shinies we've had, that's almost half of the total different ones that can appear here. There's going to be a lot more elsewhere, I believe. It's just anywhere that is like nearly all baby Pokemon, or is all baby Pokemon, stage 1, whatever. That's where I'm in most trouble, because they can only be an upgrade if I just straight up don't have one of them or their line. Anything else is nearly always an upgrade, so... I mean, Wild Zone 10 will have to get... Sharpedo. We can actually get a Carvana, because I only have one Carvana, which I got recently, you know, in this game. And I don't have the Sharpedo, so that one would also count. I think I've got my 3... Yeah, I got my 3 Slowpoke in Scarlet and Violet. Then... we take a Watchog, because that's an upgrade to the stage. Same with Arbok. Oh, Staryu's in that zone, actually. Staryu's in zone... Wild Zone 10. So if we got Binacle instead in Wild Zone 2, we could take Staryu there. But I want the Alpha Sharpedo. That's what I want. If I had to pick. Oh my god. Oh, it's quite chilly in here. It's cold everywhere at the moment. You never have the bloody heating on either. No. Like I said, I think this is faster than climbing up the ladder. I think it's gotta be. It might not be. I don't know. And maybe this is quicker. Do you reckon this is quicker than running to the second one? I don't know if it is. Yes, actually. I look, it probably is. And now there's literally nothing else we can get here that improves in any way. I am tempted just to say we just reset on the front gate. And just run up to it, see the Bunnelby. But some of them don't seem to show up and we have to go inside, so... Oh, stop doing that over there. It's also really slow and sad that I'm having to do this for a Bunnelby. This is what I had to do for Trevenant, and you know, we did get it, but it kind of sucks that that's how it, you know, goes about, and I'm doing it for a baby Pokemon that I'll probably just find on my own time anyway. It's just boring. Oh god, this is giving me PTSD, this song. Is this Kitakami? Yeah, it is. feels slow, but I don't think I have a better option. This is probably faster. It's just sad resetting for a Bunnelby. I don't want an alpha either. We want to do this just so then an alpha spawns. And I know for sure that I'm resetting. Because if an alpha respawns like this, then we know that we're in range. I don't know if we are. Or I suppose this is the question of, do we only become in range when an alpha spawns? And therefore I can't do that. I don't know. However it looks, it's bad. Okay, I think we'll go back to running for a bit. It's a bit more interesting, at least. It's annoying, Bunnelby gets aggroed. Killing me. It is absolutely killing me. I like that dog right now. Come on. Give me shiny Bunnelby. Where's the shiny rabbit? There's an alpha one. I suppose it's a 1 in 1,024, but when we've seen, you know, when we've seen other Pokemon and the Pidgeys, I get seeing others as well, but it's just like, surely amongst them, like, we've definitely done more than that. Please just be shiny, you know? I'm so tired. Because it's taking so long. Oh dear. I'm never going to finish this challenge. It's so bad. Press the wrong button there. An alpha again. They both are. Oh. Yeah, I just don't want to risk doing that Bumblebee at the door. It just feels like it's not going to work. So these benches will be in range, but it's not quicker than what I'm currently doing. No way. We're falling down this ladder for sure. Oh, I guess not. Let us go to the top. Might as well, I'm up here. Nope. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Stephanie, thanks for the follow. Why did I think that was a shiny? Oh dear. My Twitch alerts are way too bloody loud. Oh my god, that frightened the life out of me. I'm struggling, that's what's happening. It's not going well for me. We're getting not the shinies that we need, we're getting all the other ones. Come on. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I just closed my Twitch tab. Very smart, Harry. I just keep getting baited into thinking that I've got it. I don't know, just whenever it's bigger, I don't know, just because it's closer. Barely. It just, you know, seems like it. Shiny Alpha Salamence. Oh my god. Nice one, bro. Jesus. Shiny Alpha Salamence is an amazing one to get, man. Love that for you. That's a really, really nice one. Congrats. Congrats. I'm jealous for sure. Because that's the one I need for the whole line. That is the one I need. Because apparently I got a shiny Shelgon at some point. Could not tell you when. So actually I could find out. I could look on home and probably find the VOD. Because it will be in a VOD. Nice joke. I just don't go to the gym at all. That's the real strategy. Just do a bit of sport every now and then. I say every now and then. When I was at uni, I used to do it like every day. God, I was knackered. But it was fun. And it was free, so it was worth it. Come on, Bunnelby, please. Just give me a break. Let me move on to a new wild zone. I'm begging. I'm begging you. Okay, let's have a look at where the Shelgons come from. I am very curious. Because I do not remember finding a shiny Shelgon. See, Bagon I get confused about because I remember getting it in Go. I don't remember Shelgon though at all. Let's have a little look. So, Shelgon. In fact, you guys won't be able to see this. Hold on. Just add window capture. Here we go. Well, actually, if I just make it full screen for a second, and then bring it up. Okay, shiny Shelgon. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Is this from Go? Yeah. I do not remember catching this at all. When was it? Oh my god, it's ages ago. July 2023. Damn, that's probably why I don't remember it. It was like 2.5 years ago. My god. July 17th, 2023. I'm gonna have a look for it now. I want to find it. And see if I get some sort of familiar, what's it called? Just vibes from the video, I suppose. Okay, so let's go to the VODs channel. I'll just reset here so we don't have to run past you. VODs. Okay, we are. And then I'm just going to scroll because that's going to be the easiest way. Why don't we go for oldest? It's going to be easier. Oh, this isn't going to be easy. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't play out loud. So when was this? This was August 12th. Okay, actually this is already later. So it's right at the start when I started streaming then. That's why I don't remember it so long ago. Shiny, poison, and bug types. What's this? August 12th. Oh my god, do I even... Is it that old? Why are these all uploaded on August 12th? Oh, because that's when I uploaded them all at once. I forgot I downloaded them all because I forgot to do it to a VODs channel. Oh, which means I have no idea which video this is in then. That's annoying. But yeah, that's how long ago it was anyway. I mean, to be fair, actually, I did title them a bit. Grass types, poison and bug. More poison and bug types. Shiny of any type. God, my layout used to be so different. Random shinies. Normal types, ghosts and dragons. Get this reset. Oh, bugger. Why don't we go check up top again? Dynamax Adventures. Cool, my Dynamax Adventures hasn't really changed that much. Finishing the Gen 9 Shiny Living Dex. I don't see anything that definitely indicates it, unfortunately. Oh my god, I forgot I was doing a Gen 9 only Shiny Dex. and I completely forgot. I don't think I ever finished it because I never got an Oink alone. It's the only one I can think of anyway. Shiny Bagon, Weedle, and Alpha Salamence. Damn, nice. Okay, see you later, Stephanie. Oh, Violet exclusive shinies only. Is it? I really feel like it was a Violet exclusive, right? Let me have a look. Shelgon. Gen 9 Dex. Scarlet and Violet. Yes, it is a Violet only. That's why I'm getting so confused. Which means it'll be in one of these videos. I feel like we got... Did we get Tyranitar line instead? Larvitar, Pupitar? That's what I'm thinking anyway. And I have a Violet only exclusive shinies video, so it must be from this. It's gotta be, right? Let's have a little look. Although this is called Violet exclusive shinies and it started with BDSP. So, oh god, what I missed the thing then. Where do I find this? Is that Pokemon Sleep? Oh my god, I forgot I was playing it back then. This is me getting Cloetza and stuff. All of those. Persimmon. God, I forgot I got so many of these. And then what about in this one? Nope. Shiny Iron Treads, Eastq. God, back when I had so many shinies to actually aim for. Gulpin, Swallow. Maybe I left them to the last video, I guess. Wait, no, this is the same video, isn't it? Oh, did I do this? Did I upload the same video twice? I did. Well, that's not helpful then, because it's a Violet exclusive shiny. So why don't I have it? I have no idea when I got this then. I'm very confused. Who bloody knows? Oh, come on, Bumblebee. Alpha one. Wrong one, bro. God, literally every single video, just the numbers up. When that used to happen. That was a fun time. Oh my god, the map randomizer. I completely forgot I did that. That was so fun. I don't think I ever finished that challenge. I got really far. But I never quite finished it. Good fun though. I was so much better with the views back then as well. Wonder why. There's like 12 people in chat. What's going on? Used to cook. Oh dear. Well. Don't know what to do. I just can't get this shiny. That's just not happening. Been hunting for one Bunnelby for an hour and a half, for God's sake. This sucks. Horrible. So, what's in the chat? If anyone else has had a shiny Bunnelby, please wish me luck. It's not working on my end. I want to apologise to the people watching this video right now that we are in Wild Zone 1 and I've already resorted to doing this so fast instead of running through. But this is not a good look for how long this is taking, and I am very concerned about a few more. Oh my god, it could be so much worse. We could be in for a long ride. We could be in for a very long ride. Is this switched video? No. I might just do a non-thingy one. Let's go with this one. I like this one. PS1. Oh, missed it. I keep thinking I'm making it. I just need to hold it the whole way down. Oh, God. I really need to play Outer Worlds. Just how good the second one is and how good the first one is. I should really get on it. Whoa. Okay, you know what? Give me a minute. I'm just going to go to the loo. Oh, there we go. Why does the viewership go up when I leave my chair? I just go into the toilet, I come back and people join. Is that how this works? If I'm just not here, we get more people. Oh, dear. I'm gonna have to go the full way if I want to see the Bumblebee. Okay, maybe next time I'll just do chair stream. Maybe I'll have more shiny luck. Who knows where this is going. Oh god, it suddenly got really cold now. So the way it's going, we're not getting any shinies, so always up to try something new, eh? Oh, bugger. Why don't we do a bit more walking through? Why not? Just, it's upsetting that it's taken this long. But as I said, I think the first few are always going to be the most difficult just because they're going to be the most limited, I think. I tell you what, I should make a tier list for every single one, and I can see them all now, and then how much that would change if I catch other stuff. So I mean, let's say Wild Zone 14, for example, the construction one. I don't think I have a Steelix, so I can get Onyx, which isn't a great one. But I don't have Lairon or Aggron, so we can get both of either of them, that or Aaron. They both work. Okay, no, I do have a Steelix. That would take us to 749 then, if I was right about everything else. But yeah, I mean, there's just a few that I just are going to be tough, the Wild Zones. I mean, I think the ones you're most likely to be missing are going to be ones on the ground. So maybe have a search through a video. When you say you just finished all the missions, do you mean as in you finished following a guide, or do you need 2 coloured screws for the last plush? Because if that's the case, then you have a lot more to get. Because I mean, for me, I'm missing maybe 2 or 3, and the very first one I clicked on in a video just to have a brief look to see if I happened to spot anyone. The very first one was one I didn't have, which was good, but at the same time I don't know which ones I'm missing, so it's not the most helpful in the world. But yeah, most of the ones I'm missing, or I was missing. Oh, I see. Yeah, most of the ones they're usually in down low places inside, sort of in between, when it's surrounded by a building that you don't really have to go to unless you're catching a Pokemon or getting an item sort of thing. Yeah, so they're probably what it's going to be like. If it's on a rooftop, I mean, since my last 15, apart from those ones that were all near Wild Zone 8 that I just somehow missed and obviously never gone down that little path, I think pretty much the last 15 have all been on the ground bar one, which was on the top of the area you fight the guy from rank X, Savvy. Everyone else they've all been on ground ones in enclosed areas. So I checked out all the enclosed areas that I could kind of work out were on the map, and then had a kind of brief scroll through a video to see the enclosed ones, and those were pretty much all I was missing. But there's still 1 or 2 more somewhere that I haven't come across yet, so I still need to look for them. I just haven't got around to doing it. Because every time I've hopped on, it's been for this. I should have been, offline. I was like, I won't do this offline because I'm going to shiny hunt offline. But offline is where I should have been, evolving some of my other Pokemon or picking up the last few screws, etc. But yeah, we'll get there. It is mainly just in weird places now. At least I've found. Yeah, so like here on the map, assuming you can't walk through here, that's the sort of place that I would expect to be, you have to, you know, look for. I mean, let's have a little look. Get this luxury ball. Or two. I'm curious. Was it this one here? That's the next one along. I mean, this might be this because a lot of the walkways you can't see. You know, like bits like that, except there's a big wall in the way. You know. I'll have a look. I've probably been here, but you never know. Yeah, so yeah, I've definitely been here. I have a feeling there was one here, but it's places like this. These are the places that they're most likely to be missing, where there's these horrible amount of cocooners on a tree. Just, I don't really know why these places exist. I suppose just to hold colourful screws. But yeah, that's where I suggest looking, trying to find all the spots like that. Whether you use a video or a guide, or just kind of have a search yourself. It's kind of up to you, I suppose. But yeah, that's how I found a ton more, was by doing that. There was one here, I think, down in that corner. Is that another shiny pat rat? I was just about to say, this is how I found a shiny pat rat last time. And that's another one right there. What the hell? That's so odd. Okay. I mean, I got one in Wild Zone in Wild Zone 4 the first time, and then both of these two have just been whilst I was patrolling, just kind of looking for colourful screws, and I've looked down and noticed it because you can see the blue eyes. And I'm oh, what is going on? Why are there so many shinies here? And they're all ones I have as well. It's not helpful. Why? Why? At least I've been Eevee. I don't understand. This is not like a reset zone. Unless it's in... Is this in range of Wild Zone 1? No, there's no way. Or maybe every time I've run up here, they're in range. Maybe that's why. That's actually very possible. I sort of forget about that other Pokemon could have respawned outside. That is really weird, though. Like... So you're telling me I got more shinies... So resetting in Wild Zone 1, you're telling me I got more shinies outside of Wild Zone 1. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm kind of curious to see if there's anything else around now. I can't get anywhere with this, can I? It feels like there's going to be more random shinies around. Let me go to the hotel and climb up the side. Just from getting up high and kind of getting near to them. That's stupid, man. I can't believe that. That's so annoying. So Wild Zone 1 is behind us, so it's this way, really. Yeah, I think that's just where we were. Is there any in, like, down here, or... Like, Kakuna's not shiny or anything? Da, 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 da. Oh, imagine we got a Bunnelby there. I'd actually cry. Because that wouldn't count. What about up here, right next to the Wild Zone? I mean, this is where I found a random shiny for Bebe. I mean, this Abra isn't shiny. Suppose this is too high up. Yeah, that's just really odd and strange, and I don't like it. Why did that happen? Are they really in range? That's quite a way. I suppose it is pretty much the other side. But then that does make me think that not running up to the roof does spawn all the shinies, and I don't need to be, you know, climbing every single time. And I could just run near and then I get a load more resets. But I don't really want to risk that in case it's not. And you know how I thought the monkeys were, and they definitely weren't. So this is where we need modders to get into the game on PC and kind of use their camera to travel. Go into like spectator mode. I mean, we're literally listening to Minecraft music right now, so spectator mode would be perfect. But yeah, that's annoying. Oh dear. But anyway, that's where the colourful screws are probably going to be. Places like that. And maybe a few shinies as well. I suppose at least that takes them out the shiny list, right? Although apparently, I mean, it makes more sense. I think initially some people thought at first it was the first 10 shinies that appeared. But that wouldn't make sense, because if you're hunting, you didn't know there were 10 shinies around, you'd never get another one. Or 11, I suppose. I suppose they say. I suppose if you ran away and came back and then it disappeared. But that would just be dumb. It makes more sense that it deletes an old shiny that you've gone past. And who knows, I'm sure there'll probably be a point where that does happen. You know, you reach that many and you don't realise. Especially if you're fast resetting outside a zone and then there's one or two you miss or something. Because there's been quite a few we've found post-shiny hunt, so... there probably are some that have been deleted. I just don't know. I might do more running again. Just because at least I'm seeing more Pokemon. Even if it's slower, it just feels better. Like one reroll, you know, 5 lots of one reroll as opposed to a one roll on 5 Pokemon. I don't know, it just feels better. I just wish I knew if those ones spawned. Because look, once you get up here, you clearly don't see it spawn in, it's already there. I mean, this has got to be there as well. I just don't know. Maybe just do the 2 Bunnelby again. They've got to be there soon, right? It can't be that long. I hope not. I really hope not. Okay, every time we see an alpha, I'm just going to instantly reset because we haven't even spawned the other one in. It's just easier to get past them. Nope. Oh, no. Wrong place. At least I don't have to fossil reset. Thank God. That would really suck. I'm still gassed with how fast some of those went. They really, really blessed us. A couple of those hunts. Which was nice. I mean, they're literally 1 fossil after reset. And then a 6, and then what, a 1 again, was it? Something like that. It was ridiculous. So is at least running as well. The selector on the map is already on the Wild Zone 1 fast travel point, which is a nice touch. Oh, we've got double alpha scatterbugs again. Something that if it is 1 in 20, it happens only ever 1 in 400 appearances. We've seen that twice now, so that's interesting. And we have been hunting Bunnelby for nearly 2 hours. Which is mental, by the way, because when I was doing Dynamax adventures regularly, that's how long I was streaming for. And now I'm just hunting Bunnelby for that time. And not being successful. It's not a great look. I mean, there's a part of me that would consider the bench resetting. And then I wouldn't have to do any checks till the end if I just kept doing the bench resets. But the bench resets take so long. It's not hard to check these. I mean, especially if we're only doing the first one, then that is basically a reset. But I don't know. I'm just... Everything else seems like a better option right now. considering we're not getting it, so... I think it's just me in despair. Come on, Bunnelby. Please be shiny. Please, no. Oh, just as soon as I don't see the brown ears, it's gonna be and white ears instead. Oh, I'm gonna be so excited. It's definite win. Apparently this is faster than running. I saw a video of someone doing it and it seemed to be faster. But it will grab more attention, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Nope, don't spot the Alpha Scatterbug. So many Alpha Scatterbug. No shiny Bunnelby though. Okay, come on, just lock in time. We locked in once before and it worked with Gibble. It can work with this, even if it's a shiny and not an alpha. It can work. Just gotta believe. Gotta believe. I'm warming up. I'm getting ready. Come on, please. We've got this tense music which feels like we're in a just, I don't know, in the middle of nowhere at the moment. And we're about to get the big reveal that there's a shiny Bunnelby. Right? Yeah, that's in the script. I hope. It's like light at the end of the tunnel and Bunnelby is there. Shiny Bunnelby. No. Oh dear, this is looking worse and worse. Come on. Give me Bunnelby. This is meant to be a challenge where we go across all of the wild zones, not just one of them. I really have a strong feeling we're just going to get a shiny Bunnelby so casually in a later wild zone. I'm going to be so upset. Ooh, double starting alpha. In that case, I'm intrigued how many of the entire wild zone is. Oh, number 3. Because we know how unlikely it is if loads of them are. I mean, 3 is certainly not the record. I think we've seen 4 or 5, but... just because it's more unlikely than getting a shiny. I know we've had the Weedle, I suppose, but... still. And there we go, that's 4 alphas. That is definitely less likely. Oh my god, no, 5 alphas, there's a Weedle. Oh my god, that is... okay, wait, hold on. I have to find this out. What are the chances of Pokemon being an alpha in a wild zone? Oh, it completely depends. In fact, it seems to be lower than 1 in 20 from what it's saying here. It says it ranges between 0.2 and 2%. 2% would be 1 in 50. That can't be right. One in 50? There's no way it's 1 in 50 for an alpha, because then that is stupid. How many we just got then? Wild Zone 1. I just want to know what the odds are. Tell me. Because we must have broken it again then. There's nothing that's super clear, to be honest, that I can find at least. But even if we've 1 in 20, oh no, it can't be. It's got to be better odds than that. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at what it says on Cerebi. So, have a chance. Well, there are spawns around the city that do as well, just not all of them. Okay, it says here it runs from a 5% to a 40% chance. So 1 in 20 is the worst it can be. Okay, so that is a bit different. I just wish I knew. So that's the guaranteed ones in each wild zone. And the other guaranteed ones in the different districts. There's nothing here that says... It just says it varies. I just like to know. Be a nice little thing to think about and compare, because it is unlikely with what, you know, I think anyway, with what we've seen. Nearly at 2 hours, for God's sake. And still only getting 1 shiny in that time as well, I feel like is incredibly unlikely. We've seen so many Pokemon. Have we seen 2,000? I suppose probably not. But still, doesn't have to reach the max odds to, you know, effectively count. This feels like the victory music just before you get the shiny. Come on, please let it appear. Get more Pokemon like posts and stuff. Because right now, so let me get that so it's. Oh god, that's too high. It's very angled. I don't really understand why. No. But yeah, I mean, because this is a Charizard, which I said I'm not exactly like a Charizard super fan, but that's an official Pokemon thing that I got from International European Championships, whatever. Just because it looked cool. The rest of the stuff on my wall is mainly other franchises. I mean, all of these guys down here, these 2 shelves, and the top one, they're all Pokemon. I don't know if you can see. In fact, if I switch my screen, you can. I got this yesterday. It's a 3D printed Cherish Ball, which I found at a shop thing nearby, which was cool. But yeah, on the wall, it's a lot of it's Star Wars, to be fair. Quite a bit of Marvel stuff as well. Pokemon wise, we've got the pins, some of the pins, that's Arceus there. A lot of them we have meeting people. We've got Lucifer, Red Dead, Hitman. What else is up there? Oh, I can see from here. Star Wars. Oh, there's this Pokemon print here and the Lugia and Ho actually. So there is both of them, to be fair. But yeah, it's not tons. I'd say it's probably more Star Wars. Come on, reset. I want to see you guys again. There we go. Anything else? Cobra Kai. I suppose I could just look. I've got my Arceus slab on the wall. I think that's it. Oh, and I've got a very small pack, which is there. You just can't really see it very well. Do a bit more of this. I'm just mixing it up at this point to make it more interesting. I'll tell you what I should. What we'll do from the next wild zone, I'm going to put a timer on. We'll just have it above the shiny charm, shiny living dex counter, just so we have an idea of how long I've spent in each zone. Be interesting to see what it's like at the end. And how long the challenge took as a whole. I mean, I'll work it out post for this one, because I just have to recheck a few VODs, but yeah, we'll find out. I thought that was it for a second. It was just like the reflection on it. Yeah, but I can't believe you don't play Pocket. It's really fun. Genuinely, like, it's fun collecting cards, like, anyway, like I would always do. Because there's some really cool cards on here, I think. But also it's just a fun game to play. Like, I'm really enjoying it, you know, building good decks, getting, like, the cool cards. You know, I appreciate getting certain cards more now because I want them to look cool in the decks I use. And I don't know, it's just, it's a lot of fun. And I've generally really enjoyed it. You should definitely try it. Nope. I suppose this Fletchling hasn't been shiny either, I suppose. It's the one that gets reset the most. It's always here. Nope. Still nothing. Come on. Oh, I got the shiny alpha fletching actually, didn't I? From Wild Zone 3. That's one because I can definitely remember getting it. And that will be my permanent one now. Go away. I'm still getting chased by Fletchling. Yeah. Did a bit more running for a bit. So I beg, don't give me another Spooper or a Fletchling or a Weedle. Spooper, Scatterbug even. Losing it now. Just please give me Bunnelby. Please, please, please. I don't think I've ever spent this long hunting for one singular Pokemon in a open world-ish game, you know? Ah. Oh, come on, Bunnelby. Don't keep doing this to me, I beg of you. Just need a shiny, bro. It's very simple. I really hope Binacle or Staryu are in range in Wild Zone 2. I'm going to be so upset if they're not. That's going to be painful. Come on. Oh, bugger. Let's put Dragonite away. Odds on the Fletchling or Weedle at the back are shiny. Better bloody not be. Okay. They're not. Good. Thank God. Oh, I can open another pack in Pocket. Because I traded 3 times. I'm going to go for the Mega Altarian DD deck, because I did pull the full art in DD on my literally first pack, so that's quite nice. And it's quite a good card as well. It has this passive healing ability, so it's massively supporting the decks I have that are a slow build. It's just every time it like... Are you joking me? Oh! Oh, go away, Fletchling! Oh my god! As I pulled up the menu, I just heard that shiny noise, and I was just about to complain how Bunnelby definitely wasn't shiny. Oh. Oh, that really sucks. That now means of the 7 Pokemon that are available in this Wild Zone, we haven't had any duplicates, which is kind of a surprise, but we have found 4 that aren't the 2 that we need. We only need to get Pichu, which isn't going to happen because it's not anywhere near where we're going. So effectively, in range of where we're currently going, we've had all of them but Bunnelby. Now, because we've now had Fletchling, as well as this singular Scatterbug and the Weedle, and obviously the Mareep. Oh my god, that really sucks. I literally, the previous reset, I said, oh, let's go see, you know, odds on the Fletchling or the Weedle being shiny, and they weren't. And then the very next one, the Fletchling shiny. It's just... Oh, I want to cry. Can't believe this is happening. Everything else has been shiny, but you. Why aren't you shiny, bro? What are you doing? Ah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I could just get it in another Wild Zone. Probably one that's easy to hunt in. I mean, let's have a little look, actually. I'm kind of curious. I don't know for sure. Bunnelby. Bunnelby in Gen 9. is available in Wild Zone 5 as well. And it's probably way easier to do. Which one's Wild Zone 5? I see if I don't really remember where it spawns, but still, this is a devastating blow. Oh man, it just has to keep happening, doesn't it? I should put like a little tick and X on the chart or something. Let's put a line to be clear. Everything we want, everything we don't want. I might just do that because it just adds more to the graphic, right? We've just hit the 2-hour mark as well. Let's do that. I need to find something that can go over it though. I don't know how to describe what I want. I want a green line with like a green bleed effect, I think is the best way to describe it. No, not actual blood. God, no. With green... neon, yeah, maybe? Just want it to be clear. Because we're not getting anywhere. So might as well make the thing look a bit cooler. This might look really stupid, but I'm gonna see what it looks like. Image for streaming. Oh, it's definitely a full image. Yeah, that's not transparent, is it, bro? It's meant to be transparent. It's the whole thing. Let's try that. I need to be bigger, but I actually need to cut it off. Maybe a tiny bit smaller. Does that look dumb? I feel like that looks dumb. I think it looks dumb. I mean, I need to move it to the left a little bit. I just need to, like, squash it a little bit. Maybe if I crop it. How's that look? Still looks a bit dumb. Maybe more like that. Does that look stupid? I can't tell. It feels like it looks a bit stupid. And then what, a little tick or something? I think it looks a bit stupid, but... I'll leave it like that. I don't know, I'm just messing around with the graphic. I got another shiny. So I literally went, oh, odds on it's odds on shiny Fletchling or Weedle behind where these guys are. This one or this one. And it wasn't. I was like, oh, great. And then literally the next reset, there was a shiny Fletchling in that same position. So, yeah. I may have jinxed it myself. And I just thought, should I just start ticking them off, which ones I've technically found? Because we nearly found, like, most of the Wild Zone. Maybe this video just becomes catch every shiny Pokemon in every Wild Zone. Because so far we've now got Fletchling, Mareep, Weedle and Scatterbug all from this Wild Zone. Which is, again, is just frustrating as hell. Because how's that happened? Like, it shouldn't have been that many, you know, considering of what we needed. And now where we're resetting, if we run up to sort of the second Bunnelby, we've got every one of those Pokemon that can be seen shiny, apart from the Bunnelby. Not every single instance, but this Scatterbug right here, that Fletchling, that Weedle, and that Mareep. But we haven't had either of the two Bunnelby in between, which is why it's annoying. Turn the quality back on this down, so it doesn't lag as much. It's just not that hard. Like, just be shiny, man. You're the only one I'm missing. I just wanted to indicate which ones we've phased on so far. That's all. Because once we get the one we want, then obviously I'll move on to the new list. I just didn't know if there was a good way of showing that, really. Because at this point it is almost becoming a get them all. And so that is extremely possible and almost likely in Wild Zone 3, I think. I mean, we've done it before, like I've got everything is in there. I got them all from there as well, so Esper, I've definitely seen an Esper in there, I've definitely seen a Flabébé, definitely seen a Skiddo. I'm not sure I've seen a shiny Pikachu, but I'm not sure if it's actually in range. Yeah, no shiny Pikachu. That's the only one I technically haven't seen from Wild Zone 3, apart from the Pancham, of course. Everything else I have literally caught in there, so I may have well as completed Wild Zone 3, but, you know, most people have really, at least if you've been shiny hunting, especially if you tested it and just left it for a little bit. That's the easy one to complete. I can't believe I got the shiny Fletchling. Oh, that really sucks. We spent over 2 hours just to get 2 shiny duplicates. And obviously, because we got the Scatterbug, there is no other, at least half good ones we could get that aren't going to progress us on. You know, there'll be other Wild Zones where there's, you know, in like Wild Zone 20, I know it's the last one, but there are quite a few that are an improvement just on region. And although it won't, you know, finish the challenge, it's like, well, at least it's adding something. Whereas there's just so much, we're just not even, you know, everything we get now and have been getting all of today, unless it's Bunnelby or Pidgey, it's just makes no difference to the entire thing. I suppose Scatterbug's an alpha, or Weedle's an alpha. You know, it's not enough to make it, you know, significant anyway. I really thought we were going to get out of this Wild Zone today. I thought we'd move on to 2, and then have some like sort of maybe lucky break and get straight to 3 sort of thing. And then with 3, it's almost a guaranteed way to get to 4. But yeah, apparently not. We're still in Wild Zone 1. So I'm going to do this. If I see Bunnelby from outside the Wild Zone, I'll reset straight away. If I don't, I'll run in and see the second one. So I'll do it. I just hate the idea that in my mind, technically, it's easier to hunt certain shinies in ways, or it's available to, you know, I could just be doing bench resetting, but although it would probably take as long, you know, because I could just do it manually and it would be faster, I suppose. It's just the more thing of, oh, you don't have to be there to do it. You can do it when, you know, over tons of hours where you're not there to kind of be involved, sort of thing. So then it does feel quicker technically, but I said I don't want to be doing that. It's just knowing that that's there, which makes it more frustrating. Because like, oh, if I'd taken the easy way out, we'd probably have it by now. Whereas I've decided to do it the bit harder way, and we're, you know, still suffering for it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we just don't seem to be wanting to get shiny. Oh, that was a reset straight away. Should have done that. Well, yeah, I suppose at least I checked the Bunnelby before I heard the fletching. I mean, I heard it shine as soon as I did the map, and then I resumed it, and the sound played out. But yeah, it's just frustrating. So I'm going to turn my light off, put the LEDs on. Echo, turn on the LEDs. Why isn't it on? Echo, turn on the LEDs. That stopped working for some reason. Oh, bugger. One of the buttons works for my phone as well, so it's very annoying. I have to turn that onto one more here on my own. I hate that this is almost better lighting on my face. Oh wait, I said I'd run through. I didn't see it immediately. Oh, come on. Jabbering, thank you for the follow. Hopefully it brings me some shiny luck. Because it's not going well. Oh, God. I can't believe I thought we were going to escape this wild zone. feel like I'm in the depths of hell. I mean, that fletchling must have spawned in a ton. I'm surprised it's never been shiny, this one here. And arguably the same with Bunnelby, because it's been, I think it's very, very few times I would have teleported to Wild Zone 1 and then not gone inside, so nearly always Bunnelby would have shown as well. Go on, let's check these Pidgey. I mean, they're not going to be... I don't think they would have ever been in range, but you never know, they might spawn shiny now. Yeah, there you go. Running up, that doesn't spawn that one in. But that one's not that, you know, that's far away. This one isn't, so I don't know if that ladder does the trick either. Come on. It's got to be soon. It's got to be. It's got to be. I hope it is. I mean, my shiny Alpha Trevenant took nowhere near as long as this. I reckon I did maybe 30 resets and then just got on with the rest of the game I had to do. And then I just came back one time, literally did 4 or 5, and then it was there. This has been so many, and we're seeing 2. And then we saw loads of those Pidgeys as well. Like, it's frustrating. In fact, in Wild Zone 13, actually we don't have to get anything in there. I just had a thought. Let's have a little look now. Why not? So we know Binacle and Staryu we need. We will get one of them to move on. Pancham we need. Honedge. Oh, I don't think I have... Oh, no. Yeah, no, Spooper's a stage upgrade, so we can get Spooper as well, which is good. The Wild Zone 5, we can get Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Venipede, brand new, Electrike. We can get Bunnelby potentially, depends on what we get here. Unlikely. But there's so many we can get there. 6 could be Binacle. Maybe Flaffy is a stage upgrade. And I don't think I have a Swablu. I think I'm an Altaria. So, although they're quite all over the place, aren't they? 7. Floette I've not got in that stage. Roselia I've not got in that... Oh, actually, no, I think I do have Roselia. Vanilla I don't have at all, so they're the 2 there. And Vanilla is right spawn, so we can get that one pretty easily. 8 would be Krokorok. I mean, actually, there are the alphas I forget about. I can't remember who's there, but... Krokorok only, I think. Yeah, which means we have to get that alpha one. That's going to be fun. Wild Zone 9 is going to be Carbink or Mawile. I think that's it. Wild Zone 10, Arbok, potentially Staryu, Tynamo, Watchog, Carvana, Sharpedo, Yeah, that's going to be the easiest one to get what we want, really, or get something new. 11. I think I've probably got a wild shiny Gyarados. I definitely don't have shiny Clawitzer wild. Or a wild shiny Slowbro, so it's either the 2 alphas again, which is not great. 12. Shame we got that Bomber Snow. Been perfect. We either need the Avalugg. Oh, a Vanillite again, definitely. We'll be fine. So, yeah, we'll be okay there. And maybe Machoke on the spot. I don't quite know. Depends how we got it. This is the one I'm slightly worried about. We've got Vivillon as Vivillon. Oh, Pinsir. I need Pinsir. Okay, we're safe then. I think every single wild zone, there's at least one Pokemon that we're able to get, which is good. So at least we don't have to worry. There's going to be no wild zones where we've got everything, effectively. And I think every wild zone does have a stage, has a new Pokemon we can get, right? I don't think there were any there where it's only a stage upgrade. I think. There might have been. I don't think there was, though. Oh no. Wild Zone 8. Wild Zone 8, we can only get Alpha Crocorock. Everything else we have Shiny. So that's the only wild zone then that is just a stage upgrade. Every other wild zone has the potential of at least one new Pokemon. So that's the hope, is that we can get the new ones, or any at this point. We've been hunting probably. I mean, with just 2.5 hours today, I reckon maybe 5 hours now in Wild Zone 1 across the board. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm not entirely sure. I know I did at least an hour in the other stream, and I did some before that. So it depends how long that first one was, or second one. I can't remember which way around it was, but yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time here. So to not get a Bunnelby yet, kind of disappointing. Just gotta hope. Soon come, dear Bunnelby. Yeah, once we get onto once we get like to 10, it's just gonna be so much more of a breeze. One, because there's so many more Pokemon that we can get, and because it's way more exciting. There's just so many more exciting ones to find. I really hope. I mean, to be fair, if I don't get shiny Alpha Sharpedo, I'm gonna hunt for it anyway. I mean, what we'll probably do for Wild Zone 10, and and maybe some subsequent others that will be really quick, is we'll just bench reset in the middle, because it resets so many different Pokemon that we'll probably get a shiny Carvana and leave. That's how I imagine that one's gonna go. For technically the Sharpedo, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. There are some that still be in pain. So Wild Zone 8's not going to be fun. Shame we don't spawn the other side. I mean, is there a bench in there? Maybe we could do it for Crocorock. Because everything else is either a baby, and I have a camera up to caught the correct stage. So yeah, it's just all the ones with only baby Pokemon or first stage Pokemon, because we've caught them all. So then it's the alphas that are the only ones we can get. Which is, a frustrating thing that we have to do, but it's just going to be nice when we finally get a really difficult shiny, or just one that we're trying to look for, and then we move on and just, go to one there's 7 in. As I said, Wild Zone 14, we can take Aron, Lairon, Helioptile, yeah, I think that's it actually, because we can't take Onix. And there's so many of those, so, we're good. And Emolga. Emolga's also there. So there you go, that's 4 Pokemon. And the only other ones are Drillbur, Excadrill, Onix. And that's it, isn't it? So there's actually more that we can get and will move us on than there isn't. So knowing that is a bit more of a relief, I think. And makes some of these zones a little bit more, I'm going to say friendly, but just doable, I think, is the better term anyway. For now, though, we keep searching. I forgot to open my pack. We're going to open Mega Altaria. The only IR we've pulled, I have pulled twice. And it's both from this pack. But we're looking for the EX, really, for the deck. or obviously any rare cards. Anything 2-star and above, I will always take, because that's stuff hard to pull. Okay, Swablu, Lycia, Litwick, Linoon. Nothing we want. Come on, Barnaby. Do a shiny check again, why not? On the top guys, in case there's some sort of magic I can pull. Just happen to spawn in a shiny like this. No. That would have gone, so no. And it doesn't sound like we have for this either. Yeah. You never know. We could just randomly do a Pidgey and then boom, shiny. Come on, Barnaby. Help me out, bro. Alpha. That's not what I want. Don't want an alpha one. I've got one already, and I've seen plenty. I need a shiny one. I suppose another thing that's really annoying for the videos, I have to comb through so much footage just so I at least have one or two things that, you know, I'm talking about during the challenge. Because I'm not just going to go, this is what I got in Wild Zone 1, this is what I got in Wild Zone 2, etc. And that's going to be a pain. Oh, go away, Alpha. I don't want to fight you. Still not quite used to the fact that I know I can... Well, I mean, I got used to being able to run away and save, but because I've been doing it most recently with alphas, I'm like, oh, I can't get out of range sort of thing, whereas now I can just escape fully and then I'm fine, it doesn't matter. I keep sort of forgetting I'm able to do that. I really need my LEDs to work up there. Be much nicer when they do. Hopefully provides a tiny little bit more light as well. What was fog like? Wasn't it certain Pokemon could only be caught in the fog in PLA? That was a thing, right? Not making that up. I just feel like I'm looking at the fog and going, oh, that's rare, sort of thing. Don't really know why. I think that must be it. It's weird. There's not really much of a focus on the weather here. I thought there might be, at least in Wild Zone, some more of the rarities, not just day or night. There'd be more, because I mean, Goomy we know is in the rain only. Is there really anything else that spawns in certain weather only? I don't think so, right? Obviously certain Pokemon evolve and, you know, can do certain things during the day and night and certain weather, but in terms of actually spawning in, I feel like it's literally just Goomy. And maybe Sliggoo, if Sliggoo can spawn. I'm not sure it can. Just more alphas. I don't want alphas. It's shinies, bro. I love that effectively right now we're just playing Rolling Dice Simulator. Like, that's effectively all we're doing. We're just rolling a dice over and over. Every some sort of interval. For 2.5 hours. Oh dear. It's just depressing at this point. I mean, I said everything that can shine in this area, species-wise, where we're running to, has done so already. So it's just so like unmotivating. That's not a word, is it? Discouraging, I suppose, is the better word anyway. Because if we just did, maybe we should have just done getting any shiny in every wild zone. I mean, done so quickly. I'd have the video out by now. Whereas instead, I'm probably longer than 5-6 hours in to finding a stupid Bunnelby. I haven't even left Wild Zone 1. It's ridiculous. After this, when I kind of just go back to doing whatever and just spamming, because there's still going to be a few areas where there's quite a few Pokemon I could get, and just like getting a shiny probably means it's new. And it'd be nice just spamming it again, just being like, oh, I hear a shiny noise. Which one is it? It's a surprise, you know. Because that's more exciting. Turn a corner thinking you've got, I don't know, Pidgey, and then it's a Sharpedo or something. That'd be awesome. Not quite possible here, but you get the gist. Come on. I don't know if I've hunted this long for like single individual Pokemon, sort of, since my... Oh, actually, maybe ever. Because I was going to say since Scarlet Violet, but I suppose I would have been switching sandwiches and stuff. Every half an hour-ish. This is almost like... Sword and Shield battle level sort of time, I suppose. And mind you, I've only ever done one like purposeful hunt for that where I've been successful, which was said for Bisharp. And I got so worried I was going to lose it, I threw a Master Ball. But I mean, I could probably do it a bit more now with sort of patience I've gained. Maybe not patience, just, I don't know. I've got other things to do at the same time now if I shiny hunt off stream, so, you know, it makes that task a bit easier when you know you're not getting anything. But admittedly, I don't like all the loading screens. I like just being able to see them and then reset, rather than I have to see a Pokemon Sword and Shield, run into it, go through the opening animation, flee, and then, you know, do it all again. So there is that aspect as well. This just feels more efficient in my eyes. No, clearly isn't efficient. I just had a mini heart attack. I thought it was there. Just get a slight glow of white when it like sort of bends its forwards, and it's like a reflection. And I'm so desperate to see it now. I keep thinking it is, and getting excited, and it's not. I'm so sad. I mean, I think it might just be sort of the grey moving, and in it moving, I'm seeing white, but God, it sucks. It really does. I mean, at least it's not only Pidgey. I've got to be grateful for that, because if it was only Pidgey, oh my god. Maybe I wouldn't be doing this, so maybe it actually would be better. I don't know. But if it was only Pidgey, I don't know. I suppose probably what I'd do is go up top and then dive down, go out that gate and come back in. Does that reset them? I mean, diving off might, to be honest. Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, we can get there in time. Oh, how I'd just love that one to be shiny right there. That would have been cool. Another battle zone activated though. We are again. Blum. No. Blum. No. None of them. That Bunnelby isn't. What about this one over here? No. Well, maybe going to the research lab wouldn't be a bad reset for Pidgey. It'll be fast though, because you're not directly at the door, and obviously you still have to get the ladders. And yeah, I suppose that maybe I should be more grateful. It's not just Pidgey that I can hunt for this Bunnelby, as stubborn as it is. This is where I want to be doing Yusun as well. This is where I'm doing hunts like this. I need to work out what I'm doing for that. Maybe I should just go up into London. Try and go to somewhere where people, or find a cafe, or I don't know, something where people would bring a DS to trade. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do just sort of need to go into London to do a bit of shopping for Christmas. I haven't got anything yet for anyone in my family. Which is kind of a concern, considering we're half of, first week in November. I really just want to do it straight from here, but I don't want to risk wasting my time in case it doesn't spawn. I know it's just because I can see it, but it just feels too risky. Oh, hey Derpy, how you doing, man? What you been up to? Yeah, alright. I'm currently doing a challenge trying to basically... So, I mean, as I'm sure you know before, I like getting shinies and being like, oh, catching them in the correct stage and luxury ball, correct region, that sort of thing. And basically, I'm currently trying to do a challenge where I catch a shiny in every wild zone, but they must improve my dex by either being a new shiny or upping like the stage that they're caught at, sort of thing. Oh, which actually means the green line's wrong. The green line should be lower down. But yeah, that's basically the gist. And in this wild zone, I can only get Pidgey and Bunnelby. And so far I've found Scatterbug, Fletchling, Mareep and Weedle. And I've probably done about 6 hours of Wild Zone 1 hunting. So yeah, this kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. It's not been going great for me doing this challenge anyway. Shiny Scrafty, nice. I do need a Shiny Scrafty, actually. What are you hunting, Derpy? Anything interesting and fun? I mean, I've had some great stuff. Like, we've had Shiny Alpha Dragonite. I've had Shiny Alpha Trevenant. Shiny Alpha Bomber Snow without even the Shiny Charm, but... Resetting for the Alpha Star. I mean, I thought I might be there doing that today. I thought we were going to finally move past this. But no, doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately. Which is very frustrating. That I can't believe I'm still here. And it's taken so long, and we've seen everything else shiny but stupid Bunnelby. It's the only one that doesn't want to be shiny. Yeah, because for Wild Zone 2, I mean, all the earlier ones are going to be harder because there's less to get, but Wild Zone 2, I only can get Staryu and Binacles, so I have got to hope that they don't take too long either. I mean, if I included getting them in Luxury Ball if I didn't already have them in one, then I could include, I think, Budu as well. I think my Budu's from PLA only, but I feel like that's adding too many, and just I care more about the stage because I think that's way cooler. So, oh wow, nice. Did you hunt via going to Wild Zone? Is it 5 that it's next to? Because that's what I heard was the best way to do it. Because you're like right next to the Ampharos, aren't you? Yeah. You mean a Bomber Snow I just got whilst I was playing the story. And then... Oh dear. Trevenant I got after maybe like a group of 30-40 resets and then coming back and doing 5 and got it. And then Dragonite I was just resetting for the Alpha Dex because I completed the Alpha Dex as well. And Shiny Alpha Dragonite was there. So that was pretty cool. That was a really awesome one. And I want to do more resetting there, but I'm doing this challenge first. And I said I can't leave this Wild Zone until we get something, so I'm currently stuck hunting this Bunnelby, because I gave up climbing up to get Pidgey, because it just feels so much slower and long, and I would rather a Bunnelby anyway. Pidgey's only there for a Pidgeot or a Pidgeot. But we're having no luck at all. It really sucks. Because I did not think we'd get to the stage. I am 3 hours in just today of trying to get Bunnelby. You're going after every Pokemon that's capable of Mega Evolving. Nice, yeah. I mean, I wonder how many I have. In fact, why don't we have a little look? I mean, I'll point out in this game, so I have all of these 3, just not in this game. I have a Weedle and Cocoon in this game, but I do have a shiny Beedrill in Let's Go. I have a Pidgey, but no, you know, let's just say if we have one from the line, so technically you can do it. Oh yeah, and its shiny's different, so have a look if you haven't seen it. Yep, I've got you. We actually caught a Barbaracle in this game. Yep, I've got you in Dynamax Adventures, can't get you. I think that shows enough. Yep, I've got you, definitely got you. I don't have Scolipede, there's one. Yep, no, yep, no. Actually, yeah, I think I have a Baneri. Yes, no, yes, obviously, yes. I said technically, I have a Wartortle I could evolve, but... And I said none of these in the game. Obviously, I've got this. That was the other day. And these two, I got these both in Wild Zone 20 whilst doing the Alpha Dex. Yes. Why isn't that shiny? I literally have... Oh, there we go. It was just off for some reason. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. No. No, I have a Scraggy. Yep. No. Yes. Yes. Yep. 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 No. No. Yes. And obviously not. Oh, no. So, outside of this game, I have most of them. What the hell was that? What did I press? Error code. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, outside of the game, I have most of them. In this game, however, very few. Like 5 or 6. And, you know, Scolipede, I'm sure I'll be getting in this challenge. I'm sure I'll get a Ven. Oh, no, Scolipede I do have. I have a shiny Whirlipede that I picked up in Wild Zone 15 when I was trying to get shiny Scolipede. We picked up a Whirlipede. Where is it? There it is, right there. So I do have Scolipede as well, technically, if I were to evolve it, but I wouldn't be. So, yeah. There are still a few Pokemon I'm sort of surprised didn't get a Mega. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at leaks. I don't want to, see any leaks for the DLC. But my assumption is that any new Megas that will be in the DLC are probably Pokemon that aren't in the base game, right? So it sort of surprised me that there weren't Megas. But I think Pangoro is the one that shocked me the most. With Vinny having it like in his hair, it being quite a prominent, strong Gen 6 Pokemon, I really expected it to get a Mega. It feels like it could really have got one. And then just the inclusion of certain Pokemon in the games that I don't know why they're here. Don't get me wrong, I love Hippowdon. But what on earth is a Hippowdon doing in this game after being in PLA, like all the previous games? Why did you put it in this game if you weren't going to give it a Mega? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like the sort of Pokemon that you'd expect to have a Mega considering its inclusion. And I was really hoping Trevenant would get one as well. But sadly not. I think that was at a time when most of the alphas we'd come across in the wild zones were ones that we'd seen as road megas or that we already knew had mega Pokemon or mega evolutions. And then as we get a bit later on, because I mean there's the Watchog, Arbok, none of those do, and obviously Trevenant doesn't either, which was sad. Is that in total, or is that in this game? Because in this game, I think that's pretty good, I would say. Because I said, plenty of them. Like, I'm not evolving my Wartortle. I'm not going to evolve my Scraggy, but I could technically do it. Is my point. In this game, that's pretty good. Then I think that's pretty good. And that's quite a decent amount. I mean, there is a lot of Megas, I suppose, but even then. So, I mean, I was missing, what, maybe like 6 or 7? And they're only the ones that are really a bit more difficult to get, like Aerodactyl, Zygarde, and ultimately then 1 or 2 others that just I happen to have not come across. Just kind of surprised. I mean, to be fair, like, it's very easy for a lot of these Pokemon, who are in this game and have been in plenty of others, including some of the more recent, easily shiny huntable ones. Just to have at least one in the line, like just to get a Bellsprout for Victory Bell sort of thing. But even then, it's still cool. Nice. I think I must have. I think the only one I didn't finish in Scarlet and Violet, starter-wise, was Squirtle, just because of how annoying it was to try and get it, because it would only really appear in those puddles. Which is why I'm sort of glad I left it, because I'm happy to get it in this game instead. It's a bit less stress. And I'll be hunting so many other things at the same time that it'll probably just end up showing up whilst I'm resetting for alphas, which is nice. That's how we've got Malamar and Dragalge, whilst I was resetting for the alpha decks when they showed up. I'm pretty sure I've got everything else though, apart from the Masuda Gen 9 ones. I didn't do them because they're the sort of Pokemon that I just know that I'd do so many other easier ones first, and then maybe by the time I would have got round to them, they may be just huntable in another game anyway. That's easier. And I don't really prioritise catching them in a more difficult way over the much easier one just because I want it in a luxury board, just because I want it at the correct stage. Like, although I would like that overall, I'm not going to go out of my way to make my life easier, because then or harder even. Because then I could just, you know, for all Gen 5 mons, instead of hunting a Scarlet Violet, I should just go back to black and white, which is, you know, silly. So, yeah. Is the light on? Oh, it is on. I've got a mini light. It's like the bottom of my lamp is, I don't know, it's like a colourful thing. It's on, I didn't notice. I think it's slightly changing colour, which I didn't think it could do. Changing colour? I can't tell. Oh, this is just ridiculous though, how long this has taken. Like, I don't understand why Bunnelby's the only Pokemon that doesn't want to show up. Everything else has. Oh, Wild Zone 8 doing Croc's gonna suck. So all I can say is that I think it'd probably be slightly easier to reset out. It's just going to be slow. Trying to hunt for individual shinies this early in the game is probably not a good idea. But yeah, I'll definitely put up a timer for the next one so we can kind of see how long each one's taken. And compare it, you know, see how many Pokemon are available to catch in the Wild Zone, how many of them would count as moving on, then sort of the time frame, how long it took, see if it does scale appropriately. Well, you'd expect it to. If Wild Zone 10 takes longer than this, then something's broken in the game. I mean, that should be like a 15-20 minute one, not a 6 hour one. Oh, man. Okay, let's go to the top for Pidgey, because we're nearly at the end of the day, why not? This might be the time to shine, you never know. Just decides to be shiny. Now's the time, Pidgey. No. You can hear that one halfway up the ladder. So they definitely do spawn up halfway up the ladder. I just wish I got a shiny up here so I'd at least know for sure. Although it would be Pidgey and then I'd move on anyway. Maybe for future times I'm climbing ladders? I don't know. Alright, well, I'll just wait here. Oh dear. This has been so bad. And it's just slowing down the amount of shinies we're getting by so much as well. Just seeing tons of alphas instead. And we could so just get another Scatterbug or another Fletchling again as well. It's not even guaranteed to be a Bunnelby, just because we did everything else. It's rough. It's very rough. Why do I always jinx it? I always just jinx it. I jinx it so much. Oh, I just did it. Did the last two shinies, both of them, I've literally just gone, oh, I could get this again. And then I get it again. Oh, no. Oh, man. It's just... Screw you, Scatterbug. Oh, I really don't want Bunnelby. Don't give me shiny Bunnelby. Oh, I'd hate getting that. I hate this game. Hate this game. Ah! No! God damn it. Oh my god, we're gonna be here forever. We are gonna be here forever. It's giving me, like, sad feeling sorry for me music. Oh man, why did I open my mouth? Oh my god, if all these early ones are like this, I'm gonna cry so much. Oh no, this is why you save before you see an alpha. I learned to do that. I can't believe that, that's so annoying. Yeah, I just always save before him now. You think how close I was to losing that very last Gibble. Oh, dear. It feels like Arceus the way this is going. Genuinely, this is so bad. Yeah, I mean, you just have to keep going for it, unfortunately. I mean, you can find them on rooftops in certain places, but I don't know how easy it is to reset for them. So I just did it in Wild Zone 19. I am so gutted that we just got another shiny Scatterbug. Like, I can't even try and find some sort of positive and be like, well, at least it's like, oh, I've got more shinies in this Wild Zone. Or certain instances even. I've literally caught that exact Scatterbug right there before. In fact, it was the first one we caught in this challenge. Or was it? Oh, maybe the second after Marie. I don't know. We just seem to get everything but Bunnelby. I'm very upset. I can't believe it. I can't believe it happened again. Just wasted 3 hours of my life. I mean, I always say, just, you know, it's closer to the time we actually get it, but I don't know. That's just basically saying life happens. There's like nothing else. It's just the same thing. I can't believe that. So disheartening. Really is. Oh dear. The music's nice, I suppose. I like this music, whatever it is. Oh my god, this is like wee weather or something. It's nice though. definitely recognise it. I'm sure it's like the Wii forecast or something. Right, Melon. Can't see him now because I turned the lights off, but cat just stood up. Maybe we should start doing Pidgey again. So at least if we see a shiny, I suppose there's more Pokemon it could be. But effectively, it's just in the time frame we're doing the same, because you'd count like the next stage of running through all these lot again. I don't know. I just want anything to get through this now. Like when we finished the Alpha Decks, I was like, I'm gonna finish it this stream, and it took a while, but you know, we got there. Never in a million years did I think we weren't gonna get out of this today. I thought there's absolutely no way. Of course we're going to. You know, I have plenty of time. But no, I'm here. Still. I wish I have to do this again tomorrow. Oh dear. Because yeah, I mean, pretty much the sort of plan is at the moment is I'm just streaming every night because I'm going to be shiny hunting. It's sort of my focus on gaming at the moment. Whilst this is still fresh, I've certainly got a good while of playing the game in me. So the plan is I'm pretty much just going to be doing this every night unless I have something on. I mean, it might be earlier in the day. So Wednesdays and Thursdays. Actually, I say that, probably just this Wednesday and Thursday. After that will be fine because Traitors has been on. So I've been watching that. But I think the finale's this week. So after that, it'll be pretty much every day. Until we, I don't know, get tired of it, I suppose. I am getting a lot of editing done, which is good. As I said, hopefully, I'd really, really like to get out the video this week. It might be early next week, but yeah, I should be able to get it out. And then I can, you know, work on this one. I was sort of hoping by the time I got that video out, I'd be done with this, or close to being done, but I think I underestimated how long these hunts were going to take. I was going to say, this is Pokemon. Alpha Drampa? Wait, shiny or just normal Alpha Drampa? Did you get a shiny Alpha Drampa? Because then I'm really jealous. Oh, okay. I was going to say, jeez. Alpha Drampa's really nice, though. I really like Drampa, actually. I've always quite liked Drampa. I like its TCG cards. I like its design, its typing. It's just like Grandad Dragon, innit? And its shiny's really nice. And oh my god, its Mega is great. It's a really good Mega. And just the shininess is kind of the... It's the sort of shiny that's just... Especially for the Mega, just makes a cool design just look more elegant, I suppose, and fancy. I really like it. One I very much want to be getting at some point. Because as I said, we will do the hunting, the 6 Pokemon under one area in Wild Zone 20. If you've seen that, I assume you guys have. You can get 6 Pokemon to spawn at once in Wild Zone 20. I'm going to be doing that for sure. Because it just gives us a good, like, better chances of, you know, I think different shinies, I suppose, but also just more shinies. You know, in a shorter time period. And it will be, I imagine, how people catch all 67 alphas under the tower. believe I've been doing this for over 3 hours. An hour ago, over 2 hours, I was shocked. Fair, it doesn't feel like 3 hours. I don't know. I just want to move on. I want to leave this wretched place. Because most likely, after finishing this challenge and leaving this wild zone, I'll never really have to come back here to hunt, probably ever. Unless I specifically want to alpha shiny or want to get one from all the wild zones and, you know, Pichu, etc. I don't know. I doubt it, though. I'd have to get extremely lucky with my shiny hunts to be able to do that. Decide when I'm going to stop, actually. I was going to do like 4 hours-ish, because that's sort of what I've been doing. But I might just stop in about 10 minutes at 11. Because I want to be up early tomorrow. Because I said I've almost finished the script for the video. So once I've finished that, I need to actually... Because I've put all the clips together that I want to use. But I haven't like cut them down to, you know, fit exactly what I'm going to say, because I haven't finished what I'm going to say. So I need to do that, and then I need to add a few other things just to, you know, for the final edit. And then I want to timestamp it, thumbnail. I mean, tomorrow I want to finish the script and try and see if I can record it and hopefully get it to match the clips as well. If I can do that without any extra editing, you know, any other bits I want to add in, then I think that's a successful day. I just know it's going to take me a while. I mean, writing the script today, I was probably doing it for like 3-4 hours, and I started at, I think, just as you fight Vinny. It's a significant chunk of the game, but yeah, not like all of it. Really takes its time, especially because you're trying to take the story of a game that, you know, most of the viewers will have seen, will have played, but make it more entertaining, still educational, kind of demonstrate my sort of journey through it as I go. I don't know, it's not easy, and to be honest, I don't expect it to get very many views, especially because it's going to be a bit of a longer thing, but it's the sort of thing that when I'm playing games like this that I want to be posting, because that's where I want to eventually end up. So I feel like if I'm kind of doing it consistently from the start, then hopefully I can get into that rhythm and improve from there, really. Because yeah, I mean, the basis of this challenge is, one, I thought it'd be fun, but also it's just, I think it'd be a good thing to have for YouTube. But it's just trying to finish it, because, you know, it's so difficult. I also have no idea what I'm going to title it, because on here it says catch a specific shiny or fail. On X I called it a different thing. No idea what I'm going to title it. Maybe just something like catching a shiny in every wild zone with a twist or something. I don't know. Gotta grab the viewer's attention, I suppose. So you know what we'll do? I'll wait till, actually, to be fair, whatever comes later of the finishing the day or reaching 11 o'clock, the latter of the two is when we'll stop. I don't think it takes 10 minutes to do half a day, so I imagine we'll just be stopping at 11. dear. It's just been nice to get a new shiny. I've been on 697 for a while now. Really started going up the rankings when I was resetting for the alphabets. But now we seem to be stuck. Which is less than ideal. You know, it might be when night comes actually. Because of the resetting, it's not constant. It feels like it doesn't move when we run through the zone entrance as well. This is where I'm regretting finding certain shinies already. If we hadn't found the Weedle in or outside Wild Zone 4, not even in a Wild Zone, when I was resetting for the monkeys, which I didn't know didn't work. You know, I could have hunted for that and we would have been fine. We also got a Kakuna there, so we'd would have worked on both fronts. Because I only had a Beedrill before. You know, it just sucks. It sucks so badly. Really wish we were out, but just got to commit to the grind. Just I'm getting so bored of running through this and just seeing Bundle be over and over. I want to get a new one. What's this? Celeste, this one. Keep meaning to play Celeste. And every time I start to look at it and then I come across something else, I'm like, oh wait, I want to play that. And just forget. Like obviously Dragon Quest came out, so I've been playing that. Then I wish I'd actually restarted, so thought about it then, just seeing an alpha. There's a few other games that have come out and ones that I've been in the middle of that I need to finish, and yeah, I mean with Pokemon coming out, like pretty much the last few weeks has been all exclusively working on this, plus a little bit of Dragon Quest and the odd few other things. So my sort of normal routine of achievement hunting and covering a lot of things has massively dropped because of this, and October actually been over a month because I've been doing Super Mario Galaxy as well. So there's also that, but yeah, it's weird because I kind of got used to that role of just playing a load of different games a lot, and now I'm back on one game consistently. So it's a kind of a strange feeling. I had a look the other day, my sort of gamer score progression over the years, and nearly every year I get somewhere between 2 to 4k, and then since I started achievement hunting it's like 40k a year instead, like 10 times the amount, which is quite funny. Just shows when I, you know, started committing to those sort of grinds. Okay, it's definitely changing colour because now it's blue. I didn't know that was a setting. It was yellow before. I'm going to look up here, because why not? Haven't escaped anyway from these guys. Nope, no shiny Pidgeys on this level. On this one? Doesn't sound like it, no. Fletching is always an alpha. Apart from when I get shiny. Well, I hope your guys' hunts are better than mine. Because this is just abysmal. Thank God I'm doing this for the shiny charm. Can you imagine without? My God. Yeah, this is why you don't individually hunt until it's like you've got no other option. Group hunt as much as you can. It really does improve things. You have to do all this nonsense. It's just one Bunnelby, man. I don't want a Fletchling. I don't want a Weedle. I don't want 2 Scatterbugs or a Mareep. I just want a shiny Bunnelby. Please. And then I can finally go to Wild Zone 2. It's really not that much to ask. Okay, let's knock in the last 5 minutes or so. Like I said, we'll stop when it goes to night. Come on, Bunnelby. Let me end the stream with you shiny, I beg. I don't want to go into another stream doing Bunnelby again. It's like the 4th one in a row that we're still hunting Bunnelby. It's taking me forever. Yeah, and then after that, so it'll be Budu Binacle. Not Budu, sorry. Binacle Staryu in Wild Zone 2. And then it'll be Pancham in Wild Zone 3, which as I said, I think is a rare spawn. Wild Zone 3. But we have the doors, so it's not too bad. Oh, damn, I got spotted again. Doesn't really say the chance of them spawning, because there's always guaranteed ones that's always spawn. Like, there's always a Fletchling and a Bunnelby here. That's everywhere here, it's always for sure. But Pancham I don't think always spawns, which is the downside of trying to shiny hunt it, and probably why it's the only one I haven't gotten yet. I wish we had a percentage chance of it appearing. Okay, according to Cerebi, they're all 5% chances of alpha spawning. So that, when we got in fact, we've had two separate occasions where we've had 5 alpha Pokemon and Pidgey. Actually, I don't know if the first one was, but we definitely had one where we had 6 alpha Pokemon in total. The chances of that, you know, if you ignore the Pidgey and just kind of do it of the rest of them, it's so unbelievably low. It's like so unbelievably low. You know, it's not worth betting on. I mean, even the 4 is incredibly low. So the fact we've had that effectively twice and worse is just devastating. I'm defying odds, but in the bad ways. Fortunately. And it's looking more and more like we will be hunting Bunnelby again tomorrow. But surely that, you know, surely we can't do a whole nother stream again without a shiny Bunnelby, right? Right? Better hope so. I just want to move on. I want my shiny Alpha Sharpedo, or whatever I get in Wild Zone 10. I want to do lots of hunting in Wild Zone 20. Just please, please let me just get something. I beg. I am begging. We'll go check the Pidgey in a second. In fact, we'll go check now, because it's basically the end of the day. and then we'll do the final reset being night turning to day or day turning to night, whichever way around it is. And then that'll be it for today, unfortunately. But as I said, I will be back again tomorrow. We will be hunting again for Bunnelby, so we can't be leaving until we've got it, or the Pidgey, I suppose, either one. But yeah, we're just gonna have to hope. Hope it's different tomorrow. Hope we're a bit luckier, because we're certainly seeming to struggle to get this stupid rabbit. But you know, that's how odds go. You can't just get one and then be more likely to catch another. It just sucks regardless. So we just have to keep going. You know, I've been very lucky with some other shiny hunts, but also very unlucky with some. You know, there's going to be points, of course, we don't get the Pokemon we want. So yeah, but it's also really fun, and you know, that total progression of it all is fantastic. So there is a lot I'm not going to complain about. I do love it as a whole. I think we'll hold there. But yeah, it's frustrating. I've spent 3.5 hours today on top of the couple of hours we've already done, and we've still not seen a shiny Bunnelby, but pretty much everything else in the vicinity. So, you know, but that's how it goes. Tomorrow we will try again, unless we get something here, which would be a surprise. But yeah, let's have a quick look. Is there any chance you're not shiny, and neither are you? We'll go check the Pidgeys as well, because why the hell not? But yeah, that will be pretty much it for today. I will be, again, as I said, live again tomorrow. If you want to drop by, say hi. I know, talk about things whilst you're shiny hunting as well. Of course, we're going to be doing the same thing. Until we get this, we will not be leaving. But there you have it. No shiny Pidgey or Bunnelby today, sadly. But as I said, you know, we're 3.5 hours closer to getting one, right? But yeah, so I will be back again tomorrow. And I'll be a bit early on Wednesday, but we can talk about that then. But yeah, for the meantime, enjoy more shiny hunting. Hopefully you guys get some more shinies, and I'll see you all soon. So, bye-bye.